Enjoy the world of excitement.
Welcome back, everyone. You are tuned into Planet FM 87.6 Radio Pakistan, and you are listening to The Bright Side with RJ. I would call Ikra. I would call
RD.
And I'm live with Mike Letman. Mike Letman is a coach. He is a motivational speaker, more sort of an inspirational speaker because he
Transformational coach.
Transformational coach. He is
NLP
NLP coach as well, and he is doing lots of things. Like I can just keep on counting the things that he has mastered in his life. So, Mike, I have developed a formula.
Great.
Yeah, and that formula is a 2F formula. So you talked about fears and flexibility.
Exactly.
So I developed a
Wow.
formula that is called a 2F formula.
Wow. Thanks.
So Mike, you talked
Appreciate
about fears,
Yeah.
that our education system is creating fears in people, and we need flexibility. So how to create that flexibility and how to create that environment so that people can learn instead of doing things based on fears?
Okay, let me take up the second question. That is about the fear. So let me have a clarity with our audience, and a lot of people are really, our voice is going across the world. So the biggest fear in this world is not really jumping from the top, or the biggest fear is we've been believing like the biggest fear in our life is like to interact with the people and to stand up in front of the audience and to face off the people or to face off the music. No, the biggest fear in our life is to share the story. And especially share your failure story. People are not ready to share your failure story, and this is what was the dilemma in our history and dilemma for our culture and everywhere. Like it's a universal fear. Like people are not ready to share their fear, their biggest failure in their life, and they are not setting the standards for other people. I recently have studied a book. The guy in U.S. he was divorced 7 times, and he's written 101 rules for the people to make their marriage successful. All right. So if you go to share your failure with the people, so it's going to help your next generations. Because your life is, you're responsible. You're born as a responsible. You're born with the freedom. You're not born on the spirit of fear. You're born in the spirit of freedom. And you're freedom. And you know what's the freedom actually is? Freedom is like to minimize your dependability, minimizing your reliability. Actually, you know, like recently I was watching a movie, Martian. The Martian is this amazing guy. He was on the planet. He was left alone out there. The team came back from the NASA. So it's like amazing story. So the guy, he was alone there, and he created a time machine. He created an internet because he was at the verge. The life was at the verge, and to save his life, he created everything out there in the space.
Wow.
Okay.
That's phenomenal.
That's phenomenal, really. So, likewise, you know, the biggest fear like we have in our life is we really need to share our failure story, right? Because we are born on the spirit of fear, and not on the fear, we're born on the spirit of freedom. So, in that perspective, so life is so amazing, and it's quite easy, I believe in. Like we have
it's not that difficult.
It's not that
How much we have assumed it to be.
Yeah, we have assumed a lot of things, like, and we have you know, filled it up with a lot of clutters
and lots of fears as well.
Fears
so how to overcome those fears, how to actually live life freely and enjoy it. We'll be learning all this right after this short news break. You are tuned into Planet FM 87.6 Radio Pakistan, and this is The Bright Side with Arja Ikra.
On the news read by Muhammad Zubair Khan. First, the headlines. Prime Minister inaugurated newly constructed building of a school in flood-hit area of Sohbatpur, Balochistan today. Shehbaz Sharif has assured to extend full support to religious seminaries for provision of education as per modern-day requirements. Foreign Office has rejected the baseless and frivolous accusations made by Indian Minister of External Affairs targeting Pakistan. The United States has again called an interim Afghan government to ensure that its soil is not used by terrorists against Pakistan. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif, during his visit of Balochistan, inaugurated the new building of flood-affected Government Boys Secondary School, Kili Jaya Khan, today. The Chairman NDMA and Chief Secretary Balochistan will brief Prime Minister about ongoing rehabilitation process in the flood-affected area. Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has assured to extend full support to religious seminaries for provision of education as per modern-day requirements. Speaking to a delegation of Ittihad-e-Tanzimat-e-Madaris in Islamabad, he said the government will not only give more autonomy in the management of seminaries, but also facilitate their registration process. The Prime Minister commended the efforts of religious seminaries for promotion of Islamic teachings. He said the seminaries have always protected the interests of Pakistan. Describing them as one of the biggest networks of NGOs, the Prime Minister said about 4 to 5 million students are getting education in the seminaries. The Foreign Office has rejected the remarks made by the Indian Minister of External Affairs targeting Pakistan. Responding to media queries, the Foreign Office spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Baloch said Indian External Affairs Minister's latest tirade is a reflection of growing frustration over India's failure to malign and isolate Pakistan. She said for last several years, India has engaged in a malicious campaign to mislead the international community through a fictitious narrative of victimhood and vile anti-Pakistan propaganda. This practice must stop. The spokesperson said India's continued anti-Pakistan diatribe cannot hide its brazen involvement in fomenting terrorism on Pakistan's soil, nor can it conceal the reality of state-sponsored terrorism in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. She said instead of pointing fingers at others, India should itself end its involvement in terrorism, subversion and espionage against Pakistan. The US Embassy in Islamabad is marking 75 years of bilateral partnership with Pakistan by illuminating a building at Constitutional Avenue in Islamabad. The illumination, which started yesterday, will continue till 11th of this month. Using innovative technology, the three-dimensional moving projection highlights key themes and images of Pakistan-US relations. In a statement, US Mission Charge d'Affaires Andrew Schoffer said his country has worked with Pakistan to support energy, agriculture, public health, education, infrastructure, and people-to-people connections. Kashmiris on both sides of the line of control in the world over will observe Right to Self-Determination Day tomorrow. Call for observance of the day has been given by all parties Hurriyat Conference. Protest demonstrations, rallies, seminars, and other programs will be held in Azad Jammu and Kashmir, Pakistan, and in all major capitals of the world to invite world attention towards the long-pending Kashmir dispute. The United States has again called on interim government of Afghanistan to ensure that soil is not used as launching pad for terrorist activities, saying Pakistan has the right to hit back at terrorism. During daily news briefing, State Department spokesman Ned Price said Pakistan has the right to defend itself from terrorism as people have suffered tremendously from terrorist attacks. He said we are aware of the recent statement by the Pakistani National Security Committee that said no country will be allowed to provide sanctuaries and facilitation to the terrorists and that Pakistan reserves the right to safeguard its people. On the third day of the second cricket test against New Zealand in Karachi, Pakistan were 251 for the loss of 4 wickets in the first innings a short while ago. Earlier, New Zealand scored 449 in the first innings. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.
Welcome back, everyone. You are tuned into Planet FM 87.6 Radio Pakistan, and this is Brightside with RJ Ikra Basma. So we are live with one of the amazing speaker, Mike Littman. Mike Littman is a coach and NLP master, and a lot of things that he is doing. I can just and not list all of those things. So we were talking about fear, flexibility, and how we can become more adaptive in our lives. And Mike was discussing about fears. And the biggest fear that he discussed of people was not accepting their story, not accepting their failures, and not sharing it with the other people. And one of the things that Mike told me, that there are lots of people who actually do have lots of problems, lots of things that they are doing, but they are not sharing it with the world, not sharing their fears. So what's the reason?
Yeah, as one more thing you pointed out, and I really, in the avail time, so I need to discuss that why people are not sharing their failure story to the people, because we are born to share a story with our next generation. What was the causes of my failure? I need to share my stories with my kids, with my next generations. Why? Because what I've been feeling, what I've been facing off the music, what I've been going through, they need to know, and they need to know like how to fix it. Like I told you, because our life is a responsibility. Okay, we are born to give, and especially like I don't know, because we're going to talk today about in our last section, like why educated people are ending up on poverty and they are poorer, then why they are the biggest zero at then after the degree. The reason why, because we most of the time feel like the degrees and certifications we have acquired in our life because we invested money, we start feeling arrogant, okay, and we start boasting of it, and we start feeling like, okay, that's enough, because now I'm PhD, I have company, I'm experienced enough, so I'm done, like I don't need to learn anymore. And today's world is bringing a paradigm shifting. Without going to school, college, university, I knew, and I have trained a lot of people in my life, without going to their schools and college, universities, they're earning $1 million in a day and in a month, and they're becoming the richest people in the world. So making money is definitely the biggest issue, right? It's a separate issue.
It's another thing.
It's a totally separate thing. So that's why, like, the educated people have, with the top degrees, they feel arrogant and they feel highest egos. And what is the ego? Ego is, we have a lot of fun during, ego is something I am what I'm not.
I am what I am not.
And now I'm proud of it.
I am proud of it. It's
so
like
that's
creating that fake world and fake self of yours.
Exactly. So your degrees and your certifications are not going to determine who you are. Even I mostly train young people and tell them, you are not of your CV. You are not of your resume. You are what you speak. You are what you do in your life. You can't earn your reputation what you have not done yet. You got to earn your reputation what you have done in your past, or what are you doing in your current life. That's what is going to determine who you are in your life. So the biggest fear in life is not really to face off the people. The biggest fear of our life is that is coming because of that ego, this is coming because of that arrogance. We are not ready to share our stories with other people. We are not ready to share our failure story with other people. So we need to be proud of it, okay? And we need to share it with our young generation, with our next generation, and next generation need to share their stories with their next generation, and next generation. And let me tell you, what is the real purpose of her life is to bring this world, to make this world a conducive place for the next generation.
So true. So I think that the first step always is accepting by your own selves. When you accept that you have a story, and that is not an empowering story, I think that when you accept by your own selves, you just get that energy to share it with others. Stories actually inspire others, but people are not ready to share.
Absolutely right. Absolutely.
One of the things.
You're absolutely right.
So I'll be talking more about that and asking you about the fears and why we are not accepting those fears and why people become arrogant. Here we have another track for you. You are tuned into Planet FM 87.6 Radio Pakistan.
Great. That's great.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, ooh, the way that things have been. Oh, ooh.
Welcome back, everyone. You are tuned into Planet FM 87.6 Radio Pakistan. Good morning, good evening, maybe good night to all the listeners listening to us from all corners of the world. And me and Mike are live from Radio Pakistan from the studio of Planet FM 87.6. And I developed a formula of fears and flexibility. And Mike is telling about his experience in different schools of Pakistan. And today we are breaking the ice and breaking the box. And we are discussing those things which most of you might not have heard before. Mike is talking about the education system. So, Mike, how we can use the concept of training and capacity building to change our education system, not actually change, but to make it more better?
Definitely, we need to think about the content, what we are offering to our students in the classroom. That must be world class, because at the end, like, they have to go in their private life and they have to interact with every kind of people, with every nature of people. So I mostly, I have, it's not a complaint, I'm not whining, but I believe in, like, first we need to tell our students, like, who they are, what they need to eat, and what kind of life they would have in their life, and what kind of content they need to have included in their life, and what should be the direction. We don't need to really force them, and we don't need to request them and like to force them like to do what we love to do. And you know, there's a big unfortunate with the students. They are, whatever they're doing in their life, whatever they're doing in the classroom, at school, or like in their teenage when they are at school, they are going to please us, right?
To please.
They are pleasing their parents. They are
the concept of fear.
Yeah.
Doing this out of fear.
This is a response. This is the opposite of that fear, right? So they are pleasing the parents, they are pleasing the managements, they are pleasing their peers, they are pleasing their family, their intimate people around them. They just want to become more popular. They want to earn more respect by getting good grades, by getting good marks. Because we have created an environment here, like, you're going to be respected if you're going to be getting good grades and the good points, good average points in your class. So we are not really thinking, and they are not ready to reflect about their life. When I ask students, like in private meetings, in the corner meetings, on the coffee or in the tea, they tell me what they really, really love to do actually in their life. Someone wants to become a singer, someone wants to become, they want to become a public speaker, they want to become a great scientist, and they are supposed to learn a lot of things what they are not supposed to, right?
It's like they are forced to go into the same tunnel where everybody is going. It's just like a tunnel. I would call it a box. As Einstein says that you can't judge a fish by its ability to climb.
Yeah.
So same is the case with the students as well.
So we have created, definitely we have created a environment of fear, and fear stands for false evidence appearing real, something which is not real, and we have created it. Well, we last time talked about acceptability, and then acceptance. That's a beautiful phrase, that's a beautiful, can say metaphor, why? Because acceptance is more important than patience or than other things. So acceptance is really eliminated from a student's life. We are not helping them like to accept everything what they have around them.
True.
First they have to accept it, then they're definitely going to fix it. And like there's a beautiful guy, Jack Ma, he says, a lot of students ask me, so lots of things has been done now, so what I can do now? What I can do now? So Jack Ma says, I would love to quote him, and I really feel like he's the greatest reflection of the youth. They really need to listen to him, and they really need to read him a lot. And he says, you need to think about the opportunity, right? And you never need to get worried about where your parents are worried about, okay? You never need to get worried about where your teachers are worried about.
Whoa.
You never need to get worried about your friends are worried about. You never need to get worried about where your family is worried about. You never need to get worried about even your wife or your kids are worried about.
Create your own world.
Yeah,
your own utopia.
Exactly. You never need to get worried about where your government is worried about. No. You never need to even get worried about where everyone is worried about. No. You need to get worried about where no one is worried about. Wow. One of my students, Kim Lehman, she's going to be the best TED Talk speaker, I'm pretty sure. Within a few months, she's emerging as a great star. She's so young. She's just 11 years. So she's living in a village like there is it's lots of like the puddles where the animals like to go and they drink, and a lot of people they are drinking that contaminated water, and that is contaminating the whole environment. She's so young, and she has decided. She said, "So I would have fixed this biggest issue because I noticed a lot of people died because of this contaminated water. So I would save them." She loves to help people. She loves to help people to save their lives. She loves life now. Okay, that's what is. If someone wants to become a doctor, don't become a doctor. If you really love to help people to save their life, you really love the people's health, you need to optimize yourself. Yes, I'm going to be really like. It is not important to become a doctor. That is not important like to become someone who is just giving the medication or just injecting. No, you can become environmentalist, right?
You can do anything.
Yeah, you can do anything. You need to choose what is best for you. What can you do where you can reflect your energy and what can vibrate your life?
It's just like you have to shift your paradigm of thinking.
Yes.
From being in the crowd, you have to separate yourself from that crowd. I just really love that poem, Two Roads Diverged, and I took the one least taken by with some kind of verses of that poem. So it's all about taking a different path. It's all about thinking outside the box, or thinking like there is no box. It's like thinking beyond this universe, because the real purpose of education is enlightenment, finding your own selves, and learning about the environment around you, and empowerment and empowering others, and most importantly, humanity, and treating others very nicely.
It's pretty easy to recognize the life's purpose. Like the real life purpose is to set a purpose for humanity, right? It's going to be quite easy, and I'm making sure like your life would be so amazing.
So true.
Yeah, you're going to be so happy because you're going to be so productive.
So what is success to you, Mike? As you said that most of the time, as our topic is that educated people are not successful. So what is success to you?
I think it is. It's not personal, right?
No, you can define it in any terms.
I can. Success is not personal because your dreams are not personal, right?
Your dreams are not personal.
Dreams are totally impersonal. If your dreams are impersonal, it means you're telling me like your success is not personal.
So
your success is about other people's success. If you're going to become a millionaire, then you make 10 people millionaire, then you're going to be billionaire, of course. So trillionaire maybe. Yeah, sure. So the point is, success is not something. It definitely goes in different 5 domains: your spirit, your body, your life, your financial numbers, and everything. Blah 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 blah. I really am thinking out of the box. I feel your success is you are only successful when you make other people successful. And if you are successful in the crowd, then you are a criminal.
Wow.
Then you're a criminal. Why? Because you're not allowing other people to become successful.
It's just like your success is only for yourself, not for others.
Yeah, it means like you have dominated a lot of things. You are occupying the resources. You're not helping other people to become rich. You're not helping other people to live their life, and you're not giving opportunities to other people to. But don't wait if you are in some environment. So I believe in like success is about making other people successful.
So I think that we are lacking.
It's not. It's a very impersonal. Success is not personal.
So I think that the reason is we lack empathy, and we lack that you can say compassion in ourselves to support others. So as you said that lots of people who have degrees or lots of certifications, they take pride in that.
Yeah, it's bringing arrogance. It's bringing ego.
Yeah, ego.
It's bringing ego, isolation. It's depriving people really from other people.
So true.
And as a human being, we are born to live in unity. We only love to live together. We're so happy when we live together. So one more thing, I mostly talk to Rubiza. She's doing amazing, and I'm telling you, like she's going to be the world's biggest success story in the future. And I mostly tell her, you need to leave your comfortable zone. So your comfortable zone is not something like which is just holding you back, and you're not allowing you like to go on to your next step. Sometimes your family is your comfortable zone. You're not ready to leave your family. They're holding you back. So sometimes you have to think bigger than your family. You have to think bigger than anybody else around you. That's where your success is.
It's just like you have to broaden your horizon.
And you know, it's not easy. You know, you sometimes have to go against your norms, your beliefs, and how people are believing. Sometimes you go in for success and people will start criticizing you. If you have that particular terminal like you're ready to be criticized, then you're amazing. Though I have created a formula that you need to create two type of groups in your life. Number one is you need to develop group. Number one is critical, critic trusted group, right?
Critic trusted group.
Okay, it means you need to develop a group who can criticize you because you don't like to be criticized by everybody. Your life is a reflection of your own thoughts. Your life is a clear-cut reflection to the humanity, to the people like who you are, and what do you want in your life, and what have you been thinking about your life.
True.
Okay, so number one, you need to develop a group or the people around you who can criticize you, because if you're not ready to be criticized with that group, then you must be ready to be criticized by everybody. Okay, and this is what you won't like.
But people don't take criticism positively. This is one of the problems.
This is what happens. You know why? Because you don't take positively. Because if you don't know someone and criticizing you, then of course you won't like. So that's why we need coaches. We need. I know one girl here, like she has developed a company. Mom is administrative director, and father is a director of marketing. She's a CEO and a speaker, and brother.
Wow.
So she's to develop. So we need to develop a group in our family, in our friends who can criticize you. You can listen them. Whatever they say, you're ready to listen them, right? So you need to develop some people around you.
The people who demotivate you are actually your biggest motivation to do great things. So it is one of the things. So most of the time people take lots of degrees, certifications, but yet they are not successful. So what's the biggest reason why?
Why? Because they don't know. Yeah, this is our. Thank you very much for coming to the topic of today's topic. That is why educated people end up on like zeros, or there were the big zeros. They end up failures. Reason why? Because they don't know how to. They don't know how to plan their finances. And they don't know about the financial planning. They don't know about the financial education.
Financial literacy.
Okay, they don't know how to plan and how to calculate. Even I know a lot of people, they're not very much educated, but they are pretty sharp on the calculators. Even you buy a lot of stuff from them, they can calculate on their fingers. So they are expert in maths, kind of things like arithmetic maths. Okay, they are good in financial planning.
But they don't know how to plan their lives and how to, organize their money.
Exactly, and not just the money, they don't know how to invest. I can tell you one story. That's an amazing story. There was a young guy, he was just in class 5. One day he went back to home. He knocked the door. Mom and Papa, they came at the door. They opened the door and they said, "I'm sorry, we can't allow you to come into our home." What would happen if you're in class 5 and you go back home from school, you knock the door, Mama and Papa comes at the door and they say, "I'm sorry, we can't allow you to come to our home." What would you do?
Why?
I asked so many people, and a lot of young people say, "They suck, I don't like such parents." I said, no. There was one young guy, he questioned, "Please allow me to just live in your home, and I will," and they said, "Okay, we can give you one room. Okay, we can allow you to stay in our home in one room, but you got to manage all your finances." He was just in class 4 or 5. It was this story happened in 1950s.
Okay.
It's in 1950s, and he said the parents said, "Okay, we can allow you to stay here, but you got to manage all your finances," and he accepted that challenge. He started to search a job. In 1950s in US, no one was ready to even give him a job because he was so young. So ultimately he took a job. He started to throw the newspapers in the different people's home, and he was charging just 1 pence for one newspaper. He was throwing newspapers early in the morning on the bicycle, and afterwards, after taking breakfast, he was going direct to the school. And after coming from the school, he was again going into the second shifts for throwing the newspapers. And in 1 year, he could save $2,000 in 1950s, right? And with that $2,000, he said, "I will consume it if I will use it, so I won't have that money." But he saved it creepingly, first 2,000, and he decided, "I need to increase my money. And how can I increase my money?" He bought 5 massager machines. One massager machine cost $400 or $500. He bought 4 or 5 machines, and he gave it to the different places, okay, to the different massage centers or different places, and every evening he was going there and he was taking accounts and he was giving 50% profit to the person who was using his machine, and he was charging 50%.
Wow.
So by investing 2,000 rupees, just in 6 months, he earned 2,000 more.
My goodness.
Yeah, so with 2,000, which he earned first 2,000 in 2 years, and now 2,000 came up just in 6 months.
true.
Now he was becoming more effective, and he bought more machines.
Wow.
And he gave it to more people.
So you should-
And now next 2,000 came in just 3 months.
Awesome.
Now he was becoming rich.
Phenomenal.
Rich and rich, and he stopped going to school, and he was just searching one answer of the question, which is not available in any accounting department, which is not available in any MBA finance accounting or any MBA finance classes or any CA classes, but how to make money.
Wow.
No one is asking this question. I think this is the most significant question in our life, that how to make money, how to earn money. And that kid was thinking in 1950s that how to earn money, and he started to learn from different books, articles, and he started to ask from the experts, because experts are most important people. Experts are the people who already have done something great in their past or in their domain. They are expert people, right? So he started to read experts and started to ask experts people like how to invest money, where to invest money, how to earn more money, and he started to earn more and more money. And just after a year, he bought a car.
Wow.
He bought a car. He was so young. Okay, and he bought a car, and people in the streets started to look at him. Wow, he's so young, and he started off some business, and now he has a car. People came in at home, and he said, "Excuse me, can you invest our money?" He said, "Okay, I can invest your money, but I would charge some commission."
It's just like just by learning how to double his income,
Yep.
he became so rich.
And,
Wow.
yes, and people started to now offer his money. People now, because when you're successful, people start investing money on your business.
Yes.
People give you money because they don't have expertise. It means like if you are earning money, you're expert, right? So he was becoming expert. Now those of us so young, so the people said, okay, we got to invest money. So he said, okay, I would charge 20% commission or 50% commission out of it. And then after like few months, he started one great company with 100 people. That was the first financial company. And with the help of that company, in 5 years, he started 5 more companies. And you know who was that guy?
I'm very curious now. Even I was about to ask that. I would love to know that who that guy
The
was.
same question for the audience. He was Warren Buffett. The world's Warren Buffett story is the world's richest person. And after donating 95% of his income to Melinda Gates Foundation,
Wow.
he was still in #1 in the world.
That's incredible. Even I was guessing that it might be Warren Buffett or it might be Bill Gates.
So,
But
so the
that's
question
fine.
is, yeah, they are the family-like boys. So the question is, why people are not rich over here? Why people end up at zeros? They end up at the degrees, the PhD degrees, because they don't have one skill, that how to earn money. That's what we're talking today about, the entrepreneurship. Okay, so we need to learn this skill. And why people are not rich? Why? Because when they're so young, their self-esteem is very down. They don't even think about to make money. They don't. So what we can do is we can ask from our kids. We can make them entrepreneur when they were so young. We can ask them. We can question them when you are at a restaurant on weekends, when you go with your kids in the market. You can question them. You can ask them about like, why are you buying this? What does this cost? How do I get money? How I earn money? And where I'm investing money and how I earn money. So question them. It will create a focus in their life. This is what we can do is with our young kids, by questioning them, we can shift their focus for earning money, because earning money is most important.
So true. It's like
So here people, I'm sorry, people are spending whole of their life in getting degrees and certification, and then they're zero. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So I was just adding on to that most of the people, they go for different jobs. So does earning money means doing a business or doing a job? Or do you think that degrees are more important or skills are more important?
I think I don't know about past, but today's world I think is totally reflecting differently. Now the passive income is becoming the active income. Like people now earning lots of money. They're not educated, but they are earning a lot of money on YouTube or on Google, or they are from different applications. They are earning money, the legal money. Okay, they are becoming rich without. So my point is, in Pakistan, country like, or in developing countries, you can't bring 100% shifting, and now you can't change on 360 degrees. But there is one thing, as an NLP coach, we advise our students that you need to spare some time other than your school, college, university education.
That extra hustle that you do.
Yes, you need, at least you need to spend 4 to 5 hours on your one skill, on one thing what you can develop. I have developed one program, that's a 6 months program. Okay. And with that program, any student, if can qualify our task, so after 11 to 13 years kid can join that course. Wow. And just in 6 to 8 months can be able to start his company and can become a great entrepreneur, can become CEO of any company. So wow. it's kind of like bunch of stuff we have. It's an accounting, it's a management, it's finances. It's about the basic things like how to look at the things and how to look at the world, because we are how we look at the world.
How to actually live your life.
Exactly, because you know, one of my friend, he was now he's quite richest, and he was used to, he has great love for a mom, and he was used to tell her mom, Mama, I love you, Mama, I love you. Mom always said, okay, yeah, I know you're my beloved son, you're so cute, you're my Malika, I know you're my teeny weeny, I love you so much, yeah, you're right. Every day he was used to say, Mom, I love you, Mom, I love you. But one day he came up with a lottery. He came up, Mom, I got the lottery, and Mama came up. She walked up to him and hugged him and said, wow, you are my really, really, really great son. So there is something in money, okay? Money is not everything, but it's shaping people's life. But I don't want people to shape their life and to shape their characters with the money. Nope, that's not okay. So we don't need the corporate entrepreneurs, we need social entrepreneurs. Yeah. That would bring a shifting country like Pakistan, okay? So here people first think about to become social entrepreneur, like a lot of biggest issues are being resolved in past, and now lots of other young people, they're resolving, like you people, resolving a lot of issues without like earning money. You are just giving your time, energy, and everything, and you are bringing shifting in people's mind. That's phenomenal.
So my coaching, training, and development, it has now become a profession. But in Pakistan, if we see, most of the people are not very much familiar with this profession. They only know motivational speakers.
And you know, motivation is also garbage if it's not been executed.
And it's not executed.
And motivation is not a one-day job, it's an everyday job.
It's about pushing yourself.
It's like
every day, getting out of that comfort zone and taking those massive actions.
Motivation is just like taking shower every day.
Yeah.
And it has no permanent impact.
No,
maybe you take 2 showers in a day, 3 showers in a day, and next day you need more shower. So it has no permanent impact. After some time you need another shower.
But coaching does have, as I always tell to everybody and to all my listeners as well, that you should hire a coach in your life. That is very, very mandatory, to hire a coach for all the problems that you have in your life. As you said, that learn from the experts, learn from people who are expert in their field. Because a coach is someone, you know, who is going to create a massive change in your life. He will teach you business, he will teach you how to manage your money, how to live your life, and in every terms a coach is going to do that for you. So Mike, tell me more about the coaching business in Pakistan and how young people can come into the coaching, training, and development profession.
Of course, we need to know our funnels and need to read more about the entrepreneurship, and need to know more about how to sell your product, how to sell your ideas. And definitely it will take a little time, because now we are pretty hopeful, like people are changing, people are believing now. Because people feel like if I got to listen to someone, so there must be a big change in my life and I need to see the results. So at the end, like they have to, motivation is not for the people who are not motivated.
So true.
Motivation is for the people who are already motivated. Okay, and motivation is for like it's a taking shower. You just start believing more in your dreams, in your goals, what you want to achieve in your life. Okay, so it's for those people in US or in the developed countries. People, every month, even salaried or non-salaried, every people, like, they invest 10% of their personal income on their personal training and development. Okay, so because we were talking about the comfortable zone, your skills are comfortable zone.
You should practice them. You should practice
You need
your
to
life
develop
in a
more
way.
skills. If you
Skills
develop one
healthy.
skill and you start earning money from it, right? So if you're not developing another skill, so you are stuck somewhere, right? So it
training
means
and development is a
that's
lifestyle.
it means now you are being controlled by that skill.
Wow.
You don't need to be controlled. You need to go and develop next level, next level, next level, next level. Like I started on my programs and I challenge people, if someone is going to attend my standard American accent classes for 6 months, I would bring a big change. So people were not ready, people had no time. So I started thinking, I need to reduce the time. I make it more effective. I start looking at my content and I brought it into the 4 months, then 2 months, then 1 month, and now 4 hours. And now I believe if someone is listening my 2 hours talk, is much important and is more valuable than any 2 hours, any top university's education. I challenge myself, okay? So your life is your choice, okay? So how do you challenge yourself? How do you raise your standards? Now I'm really thinking about like how to make it for 2 hours, okay? So make it like magic, because people don't have time. They want to see results
So true.
pretty sharp.
So training is more like a two-way process.
Yep.
It's not like a person is not ready for a particular thing and you are going to train them. You are teaching them about American accent, you're coaching them about business, and they are just sitting and listening to you and they're saying, okay, he's saying some good stuff. Just like all those motivational speakers in Pakistan. We go in different seminars, we go in the conferences, we listen to those speakers, and it's like, this person has touched my heart, said some beautiful and fancy words. Oh my God, today I'm going to change my life. But deep inside, you haven't promised yourself to take actions. Deep inside, it hasn't transformed you. And from your inside, you are not ready to take actions. You are not ready to transform your life. So that's not going to work out. Maybe for
Exactly.
1 day, for 2 days, for 1 week, it is going to work out for you. But
That's why better off to push yourself to go
Yeah.
into that learning room, to that training room every day, and don't skip and don't miss any opportunity. Even it's like you're supposed to attend, right? You are supposed to eat breakfast, okay? You are supposed to take your intakes in a day. You are supposed to take shower. You don't need to think much about it, right? So even motivation is a garbage if you do it here 1 day and you just listen to motivation, then you start doing practice and then you are stuck back and you come back to your bed and you say, okay, it doesn't work. Blah, blah, blah. No, you're going to push yourself up, right? So you need to know what is right. So that's why discipline is more important. And discipline is not something like we see in our classroom or in our school. Okay, get in line, stay in line, and go and start. Okay, don't break up your... No, that's not discipline. Discipline is something, doing the most important thing, what can influence your life in perspective of results. That's the discipline, okay? Just putting on your uniform is not a discipline. If you look at the discipline, we are right now on the radio, so in the BBC people, they go in tuxedos, they go in their three-piece suits, even no one is looking at that. That's also a discipline, like doing most important thing. Be disciplined, and discipline is more important than motivation, I believe in. But motivation is an everyday job, and you need motivation until you become disciplined, and then you need more and more motivation to keep you disciplined
So true.
in your life.
So a passion without discipline is of no use. Maybe you are very passionate about, but you are not disciplined. So that's not the point.
Yeah,
I
I
really
mean,
liked your point about that you should be ready in order to learn.
Yeah.
So it's like it just reminded me of a famous proverb that when the student is ready, the teacher emerges.
exactly.
That is the point.
So I mostly go into my motivational talks and I say, please, I need your motivation. They say, no, we have given you money, okay? You are charging for this seminar, so you are responsible to make us motivated. I said, no, it's your job to make me motivated. If you want to listen much better content, so I need your motivation, okay? I need you to be alert, open, and receptive, and to all good what I would throw on your side. I'm pretty sure, like being a motivator, you must value your clients. If you love their lives, if you really want to see them onto the next level, then they're going to pay you money. I didn't charge, I didn't ask people even for the money, pay me money, no. But I have trained so many of my clients online or interactive workshops, and they paid me back lots of things, right? Which make me so rich. So I had no particular. So it's about contributing. Training and speaking is not about impression. It's about contributing. It's about it's about
adding value.
yeah, it's about bringing more consciousness into their life, and bringing more insightfulness, and bringing more wisdom and perspicaciousness, right? You know, to go into the next level, and your job is like to value them and value their life. So you definitely
Transform their lives.
definitely they're gonna pay you
So
money.
true.
Yeah.
And once you have a career that touches the lives of people, which actually transforms the lives of people, I think this is one of the best career that you can have. That's why I love coaching and training, and this is one of the
And
great
if you love people, if you love humanity, they're definitely going to pay you back. So you don't need to worry about it.
So
you never need to get worried. Definitely there are some things you need to write books, and you need to write blogs, you need to socialize with the people, and especially the people in your domain. And you need to read more about trainings if you are a trainer.
So true. So guys, coming up next for you, we have some music, and after that I am going to ask this gentleman about how young people can start their business and how they can earn at a very young age. So stay tuned at Planet FM 87.6 Radio Pakistan.
Not holding on, not holding on. Beautiful mistakes I make inside my head. She's naked in my bed, and now we lie awake, making beautiful mistakes. I wouldn't take them back. I'm in love with the past, and now we lie awake, making beautiful mistakes. Na na na, in my head, na na na, in my bed.
You did me wrong cause I let you. Usually I like my situations beneficial. Doing something different got me looking stupid. The only way I'm coming back to you is if you're dreaming. Lucid, prove it. If you made a promise, then keep it. Why you wanna lie and then get mad? I don't believe it. But really, I was doing just fine without you. Looking fine, sipping wine, dancing on club couches. Baby, why you wanna lose me like you don't need me? Like I don't block you and you still try to reach me. How you figure out how to count me from the TV? You running out of chances, and this time I mean it. Yeah, I bet you miss my love all in your bed. Now you're stressing out, pulling your hair, smelling your pillows and wishing I was there. Sliding down the shower wall, looking sad. I know it's hard to let go, I'm the best. Best you ever had and best you gon' get. And if we break up, I don't wanna be friends. You're toxic.
Beautiful mistakes I make inside my head. She's naked in my bed, and now we lie awake, making beautiful mistakes. I wouldn't take them back. I'm in love with the past, and now we lie awake, making beautiful mistakes. Na na na, in my head, na na na, in my bed, na na na, making beautiful mistakes. Na na na, in my head, na na na, in my bed, na na na, making beautiful mistakes.
Welcome back, everyone. You are listening to The Bright Side with RJ Ikra Visma. This is Planet FM 87.6 Radio Pakistan, and today we have Mike Littman with us. So having a good conversation with Mike, as he is speaking from his heart, and it said that words that comes from heart goes into the heart, and I'm
Yeah.
really loving his energy, his
Thanks.
enthusiasm, and his passion for speaking, inspiring others, and transforming the lives of people. So today, as we are discussing about so many things, so Mike, I would ask from you that, as you mentioned about financial literacy and how important it is to learn at a very young age and how to manage your income. So Mike, how can people start their business at a very young age?
I don't know why it's not the government's agents and priority. They must include it, some kind of courses or something, or at least like I believe in like the maths or like accounts teacher. They must develop something like this, and while they're interacting with students, they need to create that urge for making money and to reading and learning more. If it's not happening right now all over the globe, because maybe it's not in priority of the government or the education sector, so you have to optimize yourself, like, and you have to look at life differently, and you need to find one answer of that most important question. I mostly request and recommend my students, please, it's your very private job, it's your personal job, to go on the Google or on the YouTube and write one question, how to earn money and how to make money. That's the most important question. I don't know why it's not part of our education at school, college, or university, and I don't know why parents are not talking to their kids that how to make money. We all are developing and putting all 100%, things on making the ethics or other things, but this is the most important ethic, I think. If you're going to develop this one ethic, with the help of this tool and ethic, you can develop more ethics. Okay, so this is the most important ethic. It must be ethic. It must be part of like a religious education everywhere, not in Pakistan, all over the globe.
All over the globe.
With the young kids, you need to put them in the situations, and you need to question them as a parents, as a teachers, or as a stakeholder of the students' education. You are everywhere, like, so you need to discuss about it. Like a lot of people, they don't discuss about it, how to earn money.
So the first thing is discussing.
Discussing, like parents need to discuss with their kids how to earn money, why to earn money,
and why it is important.
Why it's so important? Because parents are struggling, and students need to develop their life. They need to develop themselves, and they have to take this responsibility. They have everything. They have Google, YouTube. They can read about it. They can learn about it. Now, answer of this question is being found, and it's really unavailable on Google. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere. A lot of books are available, right? Why to become an entrepreneur, how to make money, where to invest money. Because without putting your physical efforts, even you can earn money. Like you see, Warren Buffett, like he created the fourth different part of life. There are 4 types of life. In first type of life, you are a job holder, like you're going to give your body, mind, and heart, like from more 9 to 5. In second, like you are intellect, you're a trainer, you are practitioner, you are professional, and you are charging money for your time. And the third phase is you are doing your business, you are employing all the resources, and you're getting more and more people into your business, and you are helping them to grow, and you are growing yourself. That's entrepreneurship, there's a business. And the fourth one, which is like where you just invest money and you have free time. I know a lot of friends, they are really, they are worried about like how to spend time. They are going for the golf, they are spending more time with their family. They are not worried about it because they have invested their money. They just get worried once in a month.
Wow.
One day for a month, they just get out their car and they just collect their money where they have invested. And they don't invest money just in one box. They invest in very small business where they easily can get small money, right? They invest small money. Don't put all your eggs in just one basket. So I know a lot of people, they invest, and they're so happy in their life. They are available for all birthday parties. They are available on the birthday or on the marriage events. They are available for the parties, for the barbecue parties. They are available for the trips. They are available for going, for the hiking. They are available.
Invest your money and live a free life. All I got from this
so there are four choices of your life is not out of this box, okay? So
investment.
Is the
best thing. I'm going to invest all my pocket money today.
Yes.
I'll be rich.
Yeah, if you will get more money, so definitely you can start thinking better. You're going to be more productive. You said, okay, if that money works, you will get It is a success point, right? So one success brings more success, and you become more and more successful.
That's absolutely true.
And you can do it without education. You can do it with a little education. You can start this anytime. Okay.
There are always certain types of limiting beliefs that people have. They think that we are not good enough, we are not skilled enough, we don't have that particular degree, we don't have particular certification, we don't have this, we don't have that, we don't have, there are so many things that, all those types of limiting beliefs. So as you said that your fears are lies, so fears are lies, so limiting beliefs are also lies. So how to overcome all these
one of a guy like listening to my talk, after a couple of years he came back and he quit from his job. He was doing a job in his bank, but out there in a bank he developed some networks and he got some good friends, some good investor friends. He quit from the job and he borrowed money from all his family people, from the intimate people from his family. He borrowed the money from mom, from brother, 2 sisters, and so he compiled the money and it was now 1 million, and he invested that money with the help of those networks, and from there in one year he earned 10 lakh more, 1 million more out of it, and then he invested 2 million and he earned 1 more million, and now he was earning more and more, and he started his business just from 1 million. So he returned that money to all those, and very next year he invested more money, and they came out with the 2 million, 3 million, 4 millions, and then he invested in more running business, and he was just taking, he's learned like how to invest money, and where to invest money, where my money will come back. So this is the most important education.
So most of the people think that earning money is very difficult. What's your opinion on that?
It's a limiting belief.
It's again a limiting belief.
It's a believing, and that's why mostly educated people, they don't take risk. There's a couple of reasons. They don't take risk for going for the business. The reason why, they invest whole of their life in education. The most important years of their life, they invest at school, college, university. And now they can't take risk of doing business. We already invested time, money, energy, and everything. Now we didn't like doing this for the job, so we are supposed to do the job. And they end up at the zero. They're not happy, and they are getting like 9-to-5 job. They have no good relations, even with their own kids and wives. They are broken their relations. They are broken every kind of in all domains of their life. And if people start investing money when they're a child, when they are teen, and they will learn how to invest money, they will be more educated about it, and time will not be wasted.
So true.
Yeah.
So how can people start their business or investing at a very young age? How we can do that with the limited skills that those people have?
By investing, but don't invest just don't concentrate money at one place. So start investing with a very limited
amount that you have. They can apply that formula of that guy as well who took money from
exactly.
They can do that too.
Exactly. Because if you are not getting from one funnel, you will get from another funnel, right? Like if you see the top type in business people, if they have like Richard Branson, he has 550 companies maybe, so he's not getting all his money from one business, right? He's getting money from other people, maybe other business. They are just a break even.
So true.
So the one business is getting more money. So, and at least like if you're going to be a happiest life, you need to have at least 5 business units in your life. Your source of income must be 5. If your source of incomes are 5, so most definitely you would have an amazing life.
So true. That's why, as you
mentioned, you would not be controlled. You would have a control over your life.
As you mentioned about Warren Buffett, so Warren Buffett is an entrepreneur, he's an author, he's a speaker, he's a coach, he's a trainer, he owns his companies, and he's doing a lot of things. Same as for Tony Robbins, for Tony Blair, and a lot more. These people are doing lots of things in their own field. Like being a speaker, coach, or a trainer. Once you become expert, then people are ready to listen to your talk. Right? Like in Warren Buffett, like if he's investing money in Coke becomes successful. If he invests money in any debt business, that business emerges again, right? He makes it a gold and a diamond. It's just like transforming the mud into gold.
You know, like when Warren Buffett, he bought a car, people started looking, wow, he's becoming rich.
Wow.
Because now he's expert. So people trust, you earn the trust. You earn the credibility. Then you sell your incredible intelligence. That's what we call the credibility. Then you can sell your credibility. People will come and invest money in your business. And they would take their share and they would give you your share. And they are making you again rich and you're making them rich.
Okay. So, Mike, is it important to get expert into the all fields together, as you said, about investing, starting a business, and doing so many things? Should a young entrepreneur do all these things together, like go to school, start a business, start investing, and should he or she do
Definitely
all
they
these
can do
together,
it. Definitely they can
or
do
should
it.
focus on one thing at a time?
At least like they need to spare 4 to 5 hours for this kind of life out of 24 hours. So because
Okay.
they're already spending most important time at the school, which is at the risk.
Which is at the risk, actually. It said that it takes 21 days to develop a habit. Okay, so once you are going to school for years and years, you are going.
And what you learn like by going to school? You learn how to get a job. Hey, I'm a job seeker, right? At there, like you become employee.
That's
You
true.
don't think
I mean,
about to become
it
CEO.
cultivates you with lots of fears. It cultivates you with a sense of obedience. Like
Yes.
you have to say yes to everything.
Yeah.
You agree or you don't.
And you're
agree.
making people other
You have
people
to say
please.
yes to your
You start
boss.
thinking your life.
You become a people pleaser.
Yeah.
And you become certain amount of a person who is always seeking for the jobs. He is always seeking for the job security. Who is always seeking
Yes.
for the attention from other
Yes.
people, and always like, oh my God, I just don't want to leave this job. Sir, please keep me
Yeah.
on this job. I'll be really.
They're
grateful
talking about the
to you."
appraisals for their
But
job.
This is one of the
So
things.
we need to think about the opportunity. We have to
Yes.
become solution. We have to become opportunity. I
That's
mostly
true.
upload on my Facebook, I'm a solution. I'm a solution. A lot of people ask me, hey, what kind of solution? I said, I'm a solution to the problem.
I'm a solution to the problem.
Okay?
So,
So we have to become solution.
that's true.
It means you are entrepreneur. Okay?
Wow. Entrepreneurship is actually about the solutions. So talking about it takes 21 days to build a habit. If you are spending all your years in the school doing all the stuffs of obedience, limitations, fears, see what kind of a person you become at the end. It's so terrible and miserable.
Yeah.
That's why I said that backbenchers are always entrepreneurs.
Why? Because they maybe already have set up their mind, like maybe when I was at school, college, university, my teachers didn't like me because I didn't take them serious. Last time when I went back to my university and I talked to the people, and I was always latecomers, but for my training speech, I got there like 30 minutes before the time, and my teacher was there, and he inaugurated that speech, and he said he's the guy. He was always a latecomer in his 3 years university education, and I'm totally surprised and shocked, and I can tell you secret of his success because he's over here at least like 30 to 40 minutes before the time. So that's what makes him successful, and he has learned really from his life. So life is not about searching a job, it's about creating opportunities for more
Creating
people,
opportunities.
and that's your success.
And that is the real success.
Yep. And it's a long lasting.
That's a phenomenal, and
It's a long
you have
lasting.
added some sort of great points to this whole program, and I'm intrigued. I'm so happy. I'm amazed. I'm surprised by everything that you have said, and like that's really phenomenal. Like, and I would appreciate to whatever you have said so far. Any message that you would like to give to the young people out there, or the entrepreneurs, or all the people out there? Any final message?
It's just it's pretty easy, you know, if you really love humanity. And I mostly talk to my clients. I believe in like everyone on this globe is my family member. It means I don't want to give them anything cheaper, given. I don't want to give anything to, because if I'm a salesperson, because we are in sales, whatever I'm selling, so I always try to give best out of my life, out of myself to my clients. So I believe in, you know, if you get, because we are sitting up here for our families, whatever we're doing in our life, we are doing for our family because we're going to give them best back to our home. So there are different type of clients, internal clients, external client, but our internal, we are managing our internal and external client because of our intimate client, which is the most important client. People have, Richard Branson have 500 business, or Warren Buffett was the world's richest person, right? Steve Jobs, or like you see Mark Zuckerberg. Everyone is doing for the family, for the intimate relations. Okay, so if you're going to start treating everybody on this globe as your intimate relation, like your family member, I think it's going to be quite easy. Life would be so amazing. You always love to give them quality product, quality service. You always want to listen to them. You always want to sell them something cheaper in prices and best in quality. You always love to value their life and value them.
Value their life.
Yeah, so you start. This is what motivates me, and always it keeps me motivating. And my last motivation is like helping humanity, going into the next consciousness level. That makes me more happy and more satisfied. And but still, this is not my comfortable zone. I always develop myself. I always get down on myself, whatever I've learned in my past or even today. I question myself, and I'm living on 3 questions.
Okay.
What I want to be.
What I want to be.
Yeah, and number 2, what I'm doing for what I want to be.
What I'm doing, what I want to be.
And number 3, what best I'm bringing into it for what I want to be.
What best I'm bringing into it, what I want to be.
Wow.
Phenomenal.
Thank you very much.
And I think the self-reflections are very important.
Yeah.
One of the things that people don't question themselves.
Yeah.
They don't ask from themselves who they are, what they're doing, why they're on this planet.
And you know, Simon, he says like life starts from the why.
Simon Sinek.
Yeah, so he's a great guy. I really love him.
Start with why.
Start your life with why.
Start your life with why.
Yeah.
Question yourself.
Yeah.
Overcome your limiting beliefs, your fears.
Yes, and leave your comfort zone.
Leave your comfort zone.
Yeah.
So now the floor is yours. Say what you want to say. Say your heart out. Say what you want to say, like do this, do that, and this.
Yeah,
is
be
what you
flexible.
do.
Be flexible. This is my last point. What I want to discuss. We need to bring more and more flexibility, because if we have flexibility, it would definitely eliminate a lot of our toxic things and our ego and a lot of limiting beliefs, and it would help us really to remove all the detachments, the non-productive detachments, what we have acquired in life, and it would declutter our heart and mind if we are flexible. We are ready to learn more and more and more and more. Flexibility.
Be flexible in your life. It's like we stick to one thing, we grab it and we take it close to our heart, and we are like, we are this.
Yes,
this is our real
because we are living in opinions. Okay, so we all are living in opinions. So that's why today I have one opinion. So tomorrow I can have a better opinion. So we always need to develop ourselves.
And we have to accept that things change with time, we change with time, and everything changes with time.
We are starting to believe like we can change the time, and we've been like believing like we need to do what we love to do. But I think now time has changed. We need to do what is most important.
What is most important?
Yeah.
And we have to think most importantly. This is what I can get from today's
I really enjoyed a lot today because your questions were so loaded. And
I really
every bit of
loved
it
the
was so
discussion,
amazing.
by the way. It was so amazing. I can say that it was so amazing.
Highly
to have you
appreciate
on my
it
show
for being
today.
so receptive and alert.
And thanks for being so flexible. So
Yeah.
I'm honored to have you, and I'm always, as I'm telling you, that I learn a lot from you and your speaking journey and your coaching journey as well. And whatever you are doing, you are a roaring speaker. You are phenomenal and incredible, and I am really happy to have you today on my show. Mike, if anybody wants
Thank you for
to...
charging. You charged me already. I'm really pumped up.
So, Mike, how people can approach you on social media, or if somebody wants to contact you for the coaching or for the programs, how they can approach you.
It's quite simple. Mike Littman is on Facebook, MikeLitman. Mike Littman is quite easy. Search on Google on Facebook.
Mike Littman is everywhere.
So yeah, already doing lots of things for my clients all over the globe.
Okay.
Yeah, and bringing a lot of change in their life, and they're now so happy. So they are more and more productive, and they're becoming more productive.
That's phenomenal. So it's the time to end our today's program. I hope that you enjoyed. Definitely you might have enjoyed today's program. Like, I'm sure that you might have enjoyed today's program, just because today's program was with Mike Littman, one of the very phenomenal speaker, coach, trainer, and a lot of things that he has, lots of things he's doing, and lots of wisdom that he has shared. And I hope that you guys might have enjoyed today's program with the one and only, I would say.